Vietnamese food is one of my favorite cuisines in the world because it is just so incredibly fresh and flavorful. From the spring rolls to the pho to the banh mi, there are so many delicious things to eat in Vietnam. So, today, we're going to go through some of the most popular and delicious Vietnamese street foods that you should definitely try when visiting the country. And if you've never been to Vietnam, well, get ready to drool. First up, we have a popular Vietnamese crepe called bánh xèo. This savory snack is made with rice paper and coconut milk, which gives it a really unique texture and chewy bite. It's often served with pork floss, beans, sprouts, fried garlic, green onion, and a side of pickled vegetables. But what makes bánh xèo so special is the sauce. It is usually a peanut sauce that is both spicy and savory, and it brings all the flavors together in a really delicious way. The best part is that it's all cooked right in front of you on a hot stone grill, which keeps it nice and crispy while you eat. Next up is another must-try, Vietnamese grilled pork floss. Now don't let the name fool you. Despite its fancy name, this dish is actually quite simple. Grilled pork floss, or bún chajio in Vietnamese, consists of grilled pork floss mixed with noodles, herbs, and vegetables, and served with a side of dipping sauce. The pork floss is incredibly tender and juicy, and the noodles add a nice chewy texture to the dish. The herbs and vegetables add freshness and crunch, and the dipping sauce takes it all to a new level. It's often made with a mixture of vinegar, sugar, garlic, and chili, and it's the perfect way to add some tang and heat to the dish. If you're feeling a little more adventurous, then you definitely need to try these grilled rice paper rolls, or bánh loc. These crispy and juicy bites are made by wrapping pork floss in thin rice paper and deep frying them until golden brown. What makes bánh loc so special, though, is the inside. While the outside is crispy, the inside is incredibly soft and fluffy like cotton candy. It's almost like biting into a cloud, and it just melts in your mouth. They are often served with a dipping sauce or fresh herbs for extra flavor, and they are absolutely delicious. Alright, now let's talk about something that I am absolutely obsessed with, and that is Vietnamese summer rolls. These fresh and flavorful rolls are made by wrapping rice paper around a tasty filling, which can include pork floss, shrimp, crab sticks, or tofu and vegetables. Summer rolls are typically dipped in a peanut sauce before serving, and they are perfect for a light lunch or a snack. What I love about them is that they are not only delicious, but also incredibly refreshing. The combination of the crispy rice paper, the juicy filling, and the creamy peanut sauce is just unbeatable. Next up is a popular Vietnamese soup called bún riêu. Now this one might not look like much, but trust me when I say that it is packed with flavor. Bún riêu, a sour tomato-y soup that is often made with crab or other seafood and served with rice paper, fried garlic, green onion, and a side of fried bread. The soup is both rich and comforting, and it's perfect for a cold day. Personally, I love the combination of the sour soup and the crispy fried bread. It's such a unique and delicious contrast in textures. Alright, now let's talk about one of the most famous Vietnamese dishes out there, pho. Pho is a traditional Vietnamese noodle soup that is typically made with broth, rice noodles, meat, and a ton of fresh herbs and spices. It is often served with a side of lime and bean sprouts. So, what makes pho so special? Well, first of all, the broth is incredibly rich and flavorful. It has often simmered for hours to get just right, and it is filled with all sorts of aromatic spices like star anise, cinnamon, and cloves. Then there's the noodles. They are soft and chewy, and they soak up all that delicious broth. And let's not forget about the toppings. Fresh herbs like Thai basil and mint add a ton of flavor and crunch. Bean sprouts add freshness, and lime adds tang. There are so many different variations of pho, but no matter how it's made, it's definitely worth a try. Another popular noodle soup that you should try is bún thang. Now this one is a bit different from pho. Bun thang is a northern Vietnamese specialty that is made with vermicelli noodles, pork floss, chicken, and a sour tomato soup. It's often topped with fried garlic and onions and a sprinkle of peanuts. What I love about bun, then, is the combination of the sour soup and the crunchy toppings. It's a really unique and delicious combination. Now let's move on to something a little different. If you're looking for a snack, then you should definitely try a Vietnamese coffee. Now this isn't your average cup of joe. Vietnamese coffee is strong and rich, and it's often served with condensed milk, which adds a sweet and creamy element to it. What's really unique about Vietnamese coffee, though, is the way it's made. It's typically brewed using a special device called a fin, which is a small metal filter that sits on top of the cup. The coffee is brewed directly into the cup, and it produces a really delicious and aromatic beverage. Next up is another popular Vietnamese dessert called siet. Now this is a really broad category because there are so many different types of siet. It is basically a sweet soup or pudding that is often made with coconut milk, tapioca pearls, and beans. Some popular variations include siet bap, which is a coconut milk-based dessert with tapioca pearls and mung beans, and siet chuoi, which is a banana and coconut milk-based dessert with sago and mung beans. My personal favorite is siet troy, which is a delicious combination of tapioca pearls, corn, and coconut milk. No matter which type of siet you try, though, you are in for a real treat. It is the perfect way to end a meal and satisfy your sweet tooth. Alright, now let's talk about one of my absolute favorite Vietnamese dishes. Banh mi is a Vietnamese sandwich that consists of a crusty baguette filled with savory and crunchy ingredients like pork floss, pickled onions, cilantro, and chili. What makes banh mi so special, though, is the combination of flavors and textures. The crusty baguette provides the perfect vessel for the juicy and flavorful fillings, and it is all brought together with a delicious and spicy mayonnaise. There are so many different variations of banh mi, but no matter which one you choose, you are in for a flavor explosion. Next up is another popular Vietnamese snack called bánh cam. These delicious bites are made by deep frying a mixture of rice flour and coconut milk and then rolling them in crushed peanuts or sesame seeds. The result is a crispy and chewy snack that is both sweet and savory. What I love about bánh cam is the combination of textures. The outside is crispy and crunchy, while the inside is soft and chewy. And the nutty flavor is just the perfect finishing touch. Now let's move on to something a little different. If you're looking for a refreshing drink, then you should definitely try a Vietnamese iced tea. Now this isn't your average cup of tea. Vietnamese iced tea is incredibly strong and flavorful, and it is often brewed with special tea leaves that are grown in the mountains of the north. The tea is brewed hot and then poured over ice, and it's perfect for a hot day. You can also ask for some lemon or mint to be added to your tea for an extra burst of flavor. And last, but certainly not least, we have another popular Vietnamese dessert called pandan cake. Now this is a really unique dish because it's made with a special ingredient, pandan leaves. Pandan leaves have a distinct grassy and coconutty flavor, and they are often used in Southeast Asian desserts. The leaves are steamed with sugar and salt, then ground into a paste that is used to make a delicious cake. The result is a beautiful green-colored cake that is incredibly moist and delicious. You can enjoy it on its own or with some coconut milk or condensed milk. So there you have it, 10 delicious Vietnamese street foods that you need to try when visiting the country. I know it's a lot to take in, but trust me, it's all worth it. From the savory and spicy to the sweet and coconutty, there is something for everyone on this list. So next time you're in Vietnam, be sure to try some of these amazing street foods. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you have any thoughts, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.